Hello friends, welcome back to my channels on day 2 journey for vacation for Istanbul, Turkey. And today is all walking tours. As you see, this statue over there is from the Ataturk Turkish president statue. We started our journey over walking with this garden. It's right across from our hotel. So today we met our tourist guide and her name is Didi, and she is a great tour person who actually was with us for next 2-3 days, who's gonna be exploring with us, showing us all around, telling us all the great history behind it. This is her right there, Didi. I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so much for her participation with us, giving us great presentation about the unique history behind the Turkey and all the monuments and the highlights area. So this is my family back there. As you see, we are just walking right across there. My hotel is right behind there from the walking, not that far. So today it's all walking distance from where I stayed in a hotel for a Siriki mansion, and we're just gonna be walking towards from here to all the highlight spots. This is the great thing I saw next to Ataturk statue was the great words from him. Of course, it's in Turkish language. I cannot read, but I love this soothing picture. Was so nice as the water flow. It makes you look like it. The page is flipping from the book. So great experience there as you walk up straight to Ayasofya, which is right across from that park. And it opens at 10 a.m. in the morning. As you see, there's a huge line to get in, and we are coming across here. We saw the great line coming in, so we wanted to go ahead and get in a line quickly so we can go through security, and our tickets and everything is prepaid by tour, as I mentioned earlier. So we're just gonna walk straight in to the Hagia Sophia, and let's go in. Let me show you how it looks like from inside. So our guide Didi actually gave us a presentation right in front of the gate for able to tell all the history behind it. I will tell you guys, I've been to Hagia Sophia for my last trip, but I did not know anything about just by looking at it or what I can find myself on Google. But there's a huge great history behind this, and I'm glad appreciated that how knowledgeable these guides are, that they give you all inside story behind it. Like a lot of places actually having construction work remodeling done, so you can't go upstairs, but she told me what's there, what's behind it, the history behind the pictures. And the great thing what I come across, you're not gonna know this, but let me show you this. From the front, as you walk in, you see those two windows. That window which is have a colorful glass on it, this is the one who's facing towards Masjid al-Aqsa. And on the towards the right, as you see, little right on the bottom and the little down, that's the one facing towards the Khana Kaaba. That's the one I did not know, as she told me about it, and we were looking on it, all the architecture, the designs, the history. This was used to be a museum, but last 2 years ago, since there's a lot of construction happening for past 7 years at Blue Mosque, so they convert Hagia Sophia as the mosque again, no longer museum. As you see, they furnish everything with the carpet around it, so people come and pray for all kind of Jummah prayers or Eid prayers. Everything's happening. There are certain areas which you can get in because Sultan's family still comes in and visit it and pray, so they are allowed to go to certain areas to cover it behind those gold plated or gold 24 karat golds grills behind it. But it's amazing view, beautiful. I love it how beautiful it looks. It's very nice and calming inside. A lot of tourists around it, as you see, and people walk around it. This is the spot where I was looking at it, with just the one portion they don't have a carpet, and the reason behind it is from the Christian, for respecting their other religions portions. So this is very precious to them, so that portion they don't have a carpet there. So let's go explore and hear Turkish language.
So this is Hagia Sophia.
So this is a special marble was there, which is called Marmara marble, something related to the Marmara River around the peninsula of Turkey, Istanbul, and very precious marble because these are the tiles they use to utilize the tiles they use inside the mosque. This is another side as you walk out of the Hagia Sophia. This is a walking distance street where you can see a lot of shopping, food sections. This is our guide again, Didi. So as we walking up there, you see a beautiful textures to design the portions, the great stuff. But this is a great spot I'm going to just show you as you're walking up to this hotel. One of the hotel was sultans in all Ottoman empires. They're sultans, for people used to live in these hotels, and they have the whole family, like a people, their whole family, kids, their big. Each of their sultan Ottoman spy names are still there, along with their room number. So let's go enjoy. Now let's bring us to our second destination, which is a Topkapi Palace. This palace is huge. It has 4 different entrances to get into this palace. And as we get in, I was amazed to see all the beautiful architecture, the nice kitchens. You see that, all the nice tea. Since we all know that Turkish is all about Turkish tea, and it gives you the whole history about how the Turkish tea was become popular, how they used to make those fresh tea back days. This is all the stuff they used to utilize, from the leaves to cutting down to the fresh tea, and all the tea sets and stuff they utilize, which is made of 24 karat gold stuff. This is a great section what they have. We can show you all around the tea sections. I mean, Istanbul, I have great time drinking all kind of teas, apple tea, mango tea, I mean, you name it and they have it. So it's a huge section they have what they show you around it, where you can see all the glasses, the cups, which they utilized it back in those days, along with the way how they take those teas and you used to able to utilize it on that back in Ottoman Empire history section. So this is very unique selection here. If you look very closely designed to it, it's have all the Ottoman and Empire designs, the special features on them, and great huge collection of the tea sets. So let's look around and move on to the next section. So next is bring us down to the cutlery section. This is all the cutlery section where they used to set up the table for sultans and Ottoman Empire. All the cutlery stuff was used. Look at this, all that many years and they still are nice and shiny. I literally wanted to buy these dinner sets for my home and utilize them there. It's beautiful cutlery sets here. Nice setup table. This is an example how the table used to be set up back in Ottoman Empire and Sultan timings, and it's beautiful with the view, and it tells you in Turkish language how everything was set up back in days. Then we're gonna go visit the kitchens. They have 7 kitchen, guys, 7 kitchen. So this is the first one. As you walk in, it shows you how one section they will do the cutting, one section they do cooking, one is all spices closets. I mean, one is essentials. I'm surprised. Let me show you the pots they have here. You're going to be surprised to see in this session here. This is all tell you in Turkish language that, my guide is explaining it to me, that how things were used to get done back then. And you see here that, these are the pots. Look at these pots. These pots, like 4 people used to carry them because this huge food was cooked for a lot of people there. This is just an example to see a favorite dish they cook, which is called halwa. Everybody knows that. This is the jars they use for the juices, they call sharbat, and it's 24 karat gold pots. Then we're going to go walk outside and go into section here, which is the arm section here, where they keep all the arm sections for the army, and it's all made it at 24 karat golds. So let's go check it out. So this first thing is first is the shield for how Sultan was used to utilize for the war section here. This is something his horse used to wear, which is all made of 24 karat gold. This is the most expensive diamond was covered there, and this is the one in the throne of the Sultan's crown. This is the one knife he used to carry. Look at all those beads on it. This is emerald stones, amazing shiny stuff as you see. This is all stuff here. The pictures here is not allowed, but I was sneaking through some of the pictures so nobody can see me until someone caught me and tell me I cannot take pictures anymore. So these are the stuff he's covered his soldier used to wear for the war section, as you see in this section here. But the one for Sultan we used to wear, it's made of 24 karat gold. I will give you a peek on that one as well. This is a sword for Sultan. Look how big is that. I mean, really, it needs 5 hands to carry this. This is all the swords they were used for the wars back in section, made of silver and gold, all gold plated, have some Turkish language on it. And this clock, guess what, it reminds me of Strange Things. And when I saw this, and I was like, oh yes, this is, as you come outside, you see here, this is a parliament section where they used to have a meeting, and this grill, Sultan used to sit behind that grill in that room, and inside down here all the people sit and discuss the case for the parliament and stuff for government rules. And if Sultan is not agree with something, guess what, he knock on that grill with his ring with all these people sitting here, and if he doesn't agree with it, he click on this grill, knock knock knock, and then they will change the session. Next, I'm going to take you into harem section. Harem section is actually for a used for the ladies back then. All the ladies were allowed to visit it here, only Sultan. No other men was allowed in this section here. Now it's a museum, everybody get to go. You see here they're showing the big huge rooms where they come and visit to see his wives and also his children's, his mother, and all the other services was given by the ladies back then. So this is the entrance of the haram. This is a special room was designed to sit here, and when Sultan and come and visit his family, all of his family come and sits here. I mean, look at the luxurious life of this guys. I mean, it's beautiful text architecture. You see the nice colors, all this shiny part you see guys, it's all 24 karat gold. Amazing stuff. You can see, I mean, there's a lot of sultan everywhere guys. In the end I pretty feel like one of the sultans as well. But Didi is giving us a lot of information behind it. The one unique thing was really stand out for me. In one of the rooms I always see there's a fountain running, a tap water running, and it still runs there. When I asked them why is the reason, she tells me then when back in days when Sultan used to discuss important discussion, they let the water run so people who outside cannot listen what important discussion happening inside. What a unique trick. I will apply that in my house as well. But this is a lot of people walking around. As you see, this is a fountain in the middle was running. Beautiful, gorgeous, Arabic on it, nice colors. It still stands huge and nice and beautiful. As you see, this blue tile was gifted to them by China, and those blue tiles were inside in here as well, which represent blue moss as well. So as we come out to one of the corridor section here, they have huge balcony, which is, I was glad to be out here. It gives you the nice view of the Europe side of the balcony. From this balcony you can come out, rest it here, and have a nice beautiful view of the Asia side of the Turkey, where you can see that here, the Galata Tower and a Marmara River. So that brings us down to our third destination, which is a hippogriff, tall monuments in the front of the Blue Mosque area. These monuments were there since Roman times. There's a lot of structure on it, as you can see. I remember seeing the picture when my tourist guide showed to me. If you see all around it, that behind that monument is actually a stadium, where there used to be huge stadium, as you can see that all around it were the Roman timings. They have some horse racing all around it. Three monuments right was in the middle, but now it's all cut off to three different monuments, and the stadium has only have one side left. Pretty much closed. As you look at the closer, it tells you the timing when it was been there. Very, very old. It used to be below in the bottom where you can see the actual foundation were there from the long Roman timings. These are all Roman designs here, and all these Ottoman Empire, when they took over, how did they change that? Then we're going to move on to a little small walk to our fourth and final destination for the day was the Blue Mosque. The Sultan Ahmad Mosque is actually considered a blue mosque because all the tiles inside the mosque is all blue. That's why it's considered a blue mosque, but it's Sultan Ahmad Mosque. So since Sultan Ahmad Mosque have a lot of construction happening inside from the past 7 years, I seen it before when I was visiting in 2016 and 17. I seen this beautiful mosque inside, but they're making a change all around it with a huge product of changing on the pillars. This is all the Muslims instructions to tell people, the tourists, to know exactly what's there. But I'll let you listen to my tour guide and see exactly what she tells, how is the changing is going to happen. So let's go listen.
These 6 minarets have 16 balconies.
Oh, 16 balconies?
Yes.
Yes.
2,
All
5,
together.
8, 10, 13, 16. What's the meaning of 16? Among the 36,000 Sultan Ahmed.
So as you see, this is actually inside section of the Blue Mosque. As you see, it pretty much 90% is all covered. You can only come in and quickly just pray in small section area. Everything else is still covered because they still have a remodeling going on inside. We just pray a couple of rakats especially for mosque, and we left here because there's not too much room in here, and they don't let people stay in there for too long. You come in, you visit, you take a couple pictures, and you have to step out for more other peoples to walk in here. This is the reason why they have Hagia Sophia turned into a mosque for the past 2 years, because it was a area problem where the people doesn't have enough room for the people to fit in for the prayer timings. So this is all we visited here. As you see, they still have some old structure here, from old furniture. They are planning to make a huge beautiful mosque here, as you've seen a design earlier, and inshallah when I visit the next time, I'll be able to visit it inside if it's completed, since it's been still going on for the past 7 years. So with all done here, let's go outside and take a nice and final view of Hagia Sophia and a Blue Mosque all at the same time. So let's go outside. So that's bring us day for the end of the day. I know it's almost like 6 to 7 p.m. We started our day very early at 9 a.m. in the morning. A lot of walking today. We did stop by in a nice restaurant for the lunch, which I did not cover because I was hungry and I wanted to eat a nice lunch. Right as I was walking back to my hotel, I saw those nice ATV people was taking an interview. I got so excited by doing my interview, totally forgot about it to record it. But who knows, maybe I'll get someone nice next day. So take care, guys. Have a nice evening, and I'll see you tomorrow on the day 3rd. Have a good night and salam. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.